What's up, guys? Welcome back to Masters of the Gridverse. I am Chris. Today we are making some chicken parm sandwiches.
Chicken parm, you taste so good.
So we already have some chicken that we cut up. It's very important with the chicken breast. You pound them out thin because if not, when you go to throw them on the grill to shallow fry them, you're going to have one part that's cooked all the way through, the fatty part that's going to be really raw, and by the time that part gets cooked out, the thin part's going to be all dried out. So, like I said, I've already pre-cut up some chicken breasts. As you can see right here, this is something that we did up like last week, and we froze them. I think we made chicken enchilada or chicken quesadillas, something like that. So what you want to do is you want to get either some plastic wrap or something to protect the chicken. I have just a butterfly open Ziploc bag. Just going to pop it in here. You don't want to. We don't usually do them too thin. You do it to wherever you want. Smash it. Get them as thin as you want. I personally like something like that. And we're just going to do that to all of these pieces. Okay, bye again. My daughter-in-law just left here. Well, just left the kitchen. She's not feeling very photogenic this week. I'm not going to say why yet. I'm going to wait for some announcements to be made up. You'll find out soon, though. So what this does do, especially with this mallet, you see you have a flat edge. You also have an edge that has some spikes on it. The spiked edge also helps tenderize the chicken some, so that way when we go and fry it, it's not going to be all tough and chewy and all that other bad stuff that we really don't want our chicken to be. All right. There's that piece looks pretty good, so toss this off to the side. All right, so once you have all your chicken, the thickness that you want it, we're going to go ahead and start dredging it up. So here I have some flour, I have some egg yolk, and I have some seasoned panko breadcrumbs. Now the way you want to do this is you want to go flour, egg, panko. The flour is going to act as a glue for the eggs to stick on, and then the egg is going to help the panko stick on. What up, boy? How you doing? So, real simple. Take off the excess flour. That stuff's just fine everywhere. Dip it in the egg. And then you want to roll around in that panko. Now you don't have to use panko. You can use regular breadcrumbs if you want. You can use seasoned, unseasoned. So you want it looking kind of something like that. It's so weird. It's like I have an echo going on in here or something. Flour, egg, panko. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of these breaded up and plated. I'll meet you outside on the Blackstone for a little bit because we are shallow frying these on the Blackstone. So see y'all in a few seconds. All right, guys, so we're back outside. I got the grill, the Blackstone going nice and hot. For the ingredients, obviously, we're gonna need some oil. Got our chicken we prepared inside. Got some nice French bread, some cheese, some tomato sauce, and some clarified butter. So what you want to do, you want to get down a nice bed of oil. You can grab your a chicken. That's what you want to hear. You don't want that real high, loud sizzle. Just that light sizzle is good. That means your oil and your grill is hot enough. All right. So you can see my grill does kind of pitch back to a little bit. You can see the oil is kind of congregating right here. So you're just going to keep making sure that you're pushing the oil back over towards the chicken so it doesn't get all dried out. Let's see how many chickens I can get on this grill. Or I think we might be able to get 2 more on here. And again, all we're doing with this, we're just trying to shallow fry it. It's basically the same thing that you would do inside deep frying, just not, I guess, not as much oil. For this, you would want to make sure you have a fresh tray liner. So I did pick it up today at the store, so I do have a fresh one in there. My heat right now is kind of at a medium to a low to a medium. So you don't want it too hot because then you're going to burn the outside of the chicken and not cook the inside of it. You don't want it too low where you're sitting here for 30, 40 minutes waiting for your chicken to cook through. So let's let these cook for a little bit, and we'll come back when we get ready to flip. See you in a second, guys. All right, guys. So the chicken, most of the chicken anyways, is almost halfway cooked through. Flip her over, take a good look at her. Look at that beautiful color. That is absolutely gorgeous. If you have a probe thermometer, which a lot of people do recommend you get, especially if you're going to be deep frying stuff, you want to make sure your chicken is... I'm trying to cook here. Do you mind? You want to make sure that your chicken is cooked to an internal temperature of 165 degrees at least. I do not have a probe thermometer, so I'm going to do the cheating technique, which is let these cook for a little bit and cut them in half and see if they're white on the inside. I normally disagree with that, but because what it does is actually lets all the juices out of the chicken. But I'm not going to give my wife undercooked chicken again, so that's what we're going to do. So again, we're going to let these cook for a little bit, and then we're going to open them up, see how nice and white and juicy are the inside. Then we're going to start building our sandwich. So hang tight, don't go nowhere. Be back in a few minutes. All right, so we got the last of the chicken down here frying. We got the chicken over here that passed the cut test. Everything is nice and white on the inside. So we're gonna go ahead and start assembling one of these sandwiches. So again, this is just a giant loaf of French bread from Walmart. If you want to make it yourself, by all means, go ahead. I just not about that life this week. It's been a busy week, so went ahead and did the pre-made store kind. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut this all the way through in half.
Careful, don't touch that grill, baby. Thank you.
What you doing, bud? Okay. So we have this side over here that I've cleaned off. Go ahead and put some butter down. Also, a little trick: if you do butter and you do a little bit of oil, your butter is not going to burn. So, just a little bit of butter, a little bit of oil. Let's get that up to temperature. Then we're going to take our bread. We're just going to set it in there and get a nice little toast on it. While that's toasting, go ahead and check your chicken. Make sure everything is going wonderfully as it is right now. Let's let that cook for a few more minutes. Move that around, get everything all nice and incorporated together. Ho, 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 ho. That's going to be so good when it gets done. And if you haven't done so yet, make sure you go ahead and drop a subscription. It really means a lot. We are a new cooking channel, so we're really trying to get our name out there. Plus, someone has a very special day coming up on Sunday. My boy Zach's turning big 25 this year. So please go ahead and drop us a follow. I want to see lots of happy birthday, Zach, in the comments, please.
I'm gonna have a great birthday.
All right. Bread is just about done being toasted. Yeah, that's good enough. All right. So, what you want to do is you want to just go ahead and lay down your chicken. I think this one we might be able to get probably 4 sandwiches out of it. This is one of the chickens that fell apart when I was doing the cut test. But now you can top this with whatever you want. What I have, just a jar of store-bought spaghetti sauce. Again, if you want to make your own, please go ahead and make your own. However much, however little you want, go ahead and put that on there. And then sprinkle some cheese. I have some shredded mozzarella, some shredded mozzarella, and then a queso blend. My wife hates it when anyone says mozzarella. There's no N in it. Hey, we do what we want here, okay? Don't give me that look. Put some of that in there. Some queso. I know we're mixing Hispanic cooking with Italian cooking. Sue me. And just because I like a lot of sauce, I'm add a little more here on top. So I'm gonna try. All right, put that top side down. So like my wife said, we can try and melt that cheese. Oh, this is chicken looking good. You want a bite? We're off the grill. All right, I don't know how well the cheese is gonna melt on this because the bread is so thick. And the sandwich itself is so thick. But you know, it doesn't hurt to try. While waiting for that, let's go ahead and do the cut test on this chicken. Let me see if I can turn this around for you. There you can see that chicken is cooked all the way through, nice and white center. So you can fry chicken on a Blackstone. If you know anyone, especially Southerners, who tell you otherwise, tell them they're wrong in the nicest, politest way possible, because they're probably the ones that can be your beneficiary in your life insurance. And accidents can happen when you're driving to work at 3 o'clock in the morning. All right. Here comes the fun part. Can I get this and roll it without making a mess? All right, so it looks like the cheese had started to get a little nice and melty. Check these ones one last time. That's good. And that is good.
You leave that one on there a little longer.
This one? Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, guys, let's get this off. Now, how are we going to do this?
Where's your tongue? Grab your
Ooh, that's hot. All right, guys. Oh, what end do I want? Zach, do I want the left end or the right end? For me. Left end? Okay. Get this out of the way. Oh, yeah, that cheese is melting. Everything's sliding all over the place. Guys, make sure you get yourself a nice, good, sharp knife, unlike mine. Yep, I know. Also, make sure you have the right knife. You don't heck with it. There it is. Let's eat it so I can make a mess all over the place. Oh yeah. Chicken cooked perfectly. That cheese, like I said, just started to melt. Obviously, if you want to leave it on there a little longer, or even toss it in your broiler on your in your stove for a few minutes, open face, get the cheese nice and toasted. But that, guys, it is hot out here. I'm gonna go inside and eat the sandwich and get the sweat out of my eyes. Wash your face, or wipe your face, guys. No one likes sweating the food. But yeah, so there it is, chicken parmesan. Thanks recipe. Like, comment, share, all the good fun stuff. Make this YouTube guy happy. Wish Zachary a happy 25th birthday coming up. And hopefully next video I'll have some really big life-changing news to reveal to y'all. But until next time, guys, thanks for stopping by. Y'all take care.